Striton City. I recommend the restaurant in Striton. It's run by former gym leaders, so I'm sure it's amazing. That sounds like a good idea. So hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. Last time we went over the principles of induced breeding. That sounds creepy as hell now that I'm saying it out loud like that. I was going for a reference to the principles of induced evolution like they said in that one episode of Pokemon, but didn't come out well. Now in Striton City, we're gonna go to the restaurant. We're gonna fight Forky, Knifey, and Spoony. Welcome! This is a lively restaurant where you can enjoy a show. Ooh, spooning. Striton City's triplets make a fantastic combination. The user of the grass-type Pokemon Psylan can pick the finest leaves. The user of the water-type Pokemon Cress can bring the finest water. The user of fire-type Pokemon Chili can heat water to the perfect temperature. Now I get it, they can make the perfect tea. So the other two have actual skills. Chili just turns a dial to a certain number that he refuses to tell anyone. Yeah, you're not giving out water. Hey, you got the... Oh yeah, there's no trio badge now. Yeah, it's the one badge that was retired in the last few years. Oh, the show doesn't feature a Patrat. Will you come see the Striton City's Pansage show? Okay, I'm gonna get all fired up. No, that's the Panseer show. You wanna get all grassed up. Everyone, ready, all Pansage! Everyone gather up! The Pansage that I will have you follow today is this, the Pansage with the cute round eyes. It's holding a big mushroom. Ready, set, go. I hope they didn't pull a fast one on me, but I'm pretty sure it's still in the middle. Yes. You are totally correct. Receive your prize, a big mushroom from that Panseer. This marks the grand finale of the Pansage show. Thank you one and all. This is repeatable once daily. If big mushrooms are just that important for you to have lots of them. Ew, they have watchhogs in the kitchen. This place should be shut down for an infestation. I hope today is a special day for you. I'm getting out of here. Welcome to Striton Restaurant. This place used to be a Pokemon gym, but a lot happened. Okay, so I know that you can do something else here besides that, and I've talked to all of the former gym leaders. Okay, let us tell you why the trio badge no longer exists. Yeah, we need to talk to him twice. Oh. Chili, are you listening to me? We have to study hard and become full-fledged gym leaders as soon as possible. About that. If we had gone to En's castle a year ago, then 7 sages and Shadow Triad wouldn't have escaped. Then nobody would say something like, 3 of you together make. I guess you're right. You think so? But it isn't that big of a deal. We may have made it in time, but Team Plasma is still gone. It's because you say things like that. That's why people treat us like a joke. Like it takes all 3 of us together to make one great trainer. You're overthinking it, but I can't say the possibility is 0. Come on, you two. Don't you think it's a bit strange to get the recognition and respect as gym leaders just for beating bad guys? I understand what you're saying, but if things go on like this, nothing will ever change. Even if we train, the other gym leaders will become much stronger as well. Then we'll battle you. Based on your appearance, you must be the Shadow Triad. But why are you here? We came on a whim. To vent, to pass time. It doesn't matter. 3 on 3! The first one to beat them is the strongest among us! Too easy. These 3 aren't worth worrying about. We must focus on the other gym leaders so that next time they won't get in our way. Well, Lord Getsus is waiting. We must catch that Pokemon. Come on! What was that? Come back here and say that again! I mean, they were overwhelmingly strong. We have to admit it. The 3 leaders of Striton City make 1 full-fledged trainer. You're right. Chili, Cress. I think as long as the 3 of us act like the gym leaders we are now, nothing will ever change. I didn't think you would be the first to say that. Of course, Cress was thinking about that too. All right, let's resign as gym leaders and start our training over from the ground up. Then I'm sure one of us will become a trainer everyone recognizes as great. We're triplets, what we think is the same. So we just have to become as strong as each other. And then we can be gym leaders together again. Okay, so as for the replacement gym leader. The unobtainable trio badge. No, one day we will make the trio badge shine again. This disproves a popular fan theory. A lot of people believe that these 3 were the secret identity of the Shadow Triad, as we never found out who they were in the last game. We never saw the 2 of them together in one place, and they were the only 3 gym leaders that never showed up to help you in the battle against Anangetsis. How about it? Would you team up with me and take part in a double battle? Okay, if you're fine with it, I'll put everything I have into being your partner in battle. Okay, so, I'm Sylan. I like grass-type Pokemon. And this is my partner here. We get to do a multi-battle. It's not often that you see a gym battle focused on this, or even former gym battles. I like Cress's field sprite a lot. I think he has one of the better character designs in this game, and I never see anyone ever talk about Cress. It's always Sylan because he was in the anime, or Chili just because he's, you know, the fire one, so people remember him a lot more. They have Pokemon there. Oh no! Oh no! No! I didn't get my team out of the PC, no! Okay, this is payback for how I treated Volcarona. Let's, God, my moves are useless. Quiver Dance? I hope you're proud of the pun I made with the name. I am so screwed. This is terrible. I'm already dead. Gone out there, Maractus, show me. Why did you target Heatran, you freaking idiot? Well, okay, I guess the joke's on me, but still. Ichota's having a team of 6. Does that mean that he's got 4 Pokemon instead of 3 because I didn't even bring more than 2? Oh, this is bad. Anyway, yeah, so there's fan theories that these 3 were actually bad guys, and that disproves that. Instead, they used it as the motivation for why they wouldn't be gym leaders in this game, showing that they were kind of ashamed of the fact that they didn't make it there in time, and then they later had a run-in with the Shadow Triad, and it didn't really go so well. Let's fly just to stall time. Energy Ball. I've never seen what happens when you lose this, and I probably will be seeing so momentarily. Stretley gets to level 27. Heatmore uses Fire Blast. This is giving me a memorable experience against a Heatmore. I asked and I received. Stretley flew up into the sky. It's not like this even matters. I'm just stalling for turns so Sylan can win the fight for me. Ferrothorn. I can't believe I was hatching eggs between episodes and I forgot to get my team out. Ferrothorn's quad weak. Okay, Ice Beam Fire. Oh, hell yeah! Okay, Ferrothorn, follow with a Power Whip or so. You fool! Why would you set up on a Heatmore? Maybe this is why they don't do multi-battle gym leaders more often. Come on. All right, I'm gonna fly up into the sky against Heatmore. Heatmore is Ice Beam. Okay. So what happens when that happens? It's got a Life Orb. This is bad. Blaze that usable Pokemon blacked out. No cutscene. It's not an exhibition match. It's counted as a true loss. Can that not count for my oh, medals! Never mind, I don't feel bad about that anymore. Count it all you want. What did I do? I have to know. I've been doing terrific, if you say so. Memory Master, oh, for viewing all of the memories. So we're all done with that part of the game. No more memory link. I came back in Mombasa City. Good, good. good. So this is a daily repeatable battle, and I was a little bit worried that I wouldn't get another chance today and I'd have to do some screwery with the clock to do it. We'll give Sylan one more chance. He had a Farathorn in his team. That's not too bad. They got a full team of 6. Let's try it. Maybe we should have teamed up with Crest and just said screw him. I led with Lasagna, who has the amulet coin, because that's a good move. Yeah. You're definitely gonna Fire Blast on Maractus. I don't know what Basculin's gonna do, but I should be gonna do a Shell Smash Rock Slide strat. Yeah, okay, that'll be fine. As long as you don't know Aqua Jet, that is absolutely okay. I still didn't take all that much damage from it, really. You're going up? You ever wonder what it looks like without the shell? Well, they've shown that in the anime. Here you go. If I had that coming at me, I'd be pretty terrified myself. Dwebble has an appearance like that in the anime as well without its shell, and I think it looks like some kind of weird little scorpion with cute eyes, which I think looks even creepier than a normal scorpion. Scorpions scare me, man. Just the pincers and like the barbed tail, and how they just repeatedly go like ching, 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 ching on you, like when they hit you. It's so bad though. We'll go. I'm gonna do the Rock Slide strat. Slow King is pretty slow, hence the name. Maybe I could get a flinch on him and a knockout on Heatmore. Yeah! Okay, 50% of the way there. What now? Work up. It's a less than terrible move. I've been considering swapping out Aiden's Surf because I tend to use Scald a lot more than I use Surf. Hey! Everybody's doing it! Aiden's moveset has not been that great. Just doesn't have a lot of variety, and I've been so disappointed ever since I couldn't learn Grass Knot. It's weird to say that Aiden's been letting me that in any sort of way. He does one thing, he does one thing well, but it is just one thing. We'll send out McFly. You're pretty quick. You're at least quicker than a Slow King, and then you'll have good type coverage for whatever Cress is about to do, whatever Chili's about to do. Darmanitan! Well, nice knowing you, Simi Sage. I cannot be bothered to fight for you right now, so I'm just gonna punch that Slow King. Get rid of it. If he gets to move, it's gonna hurt. Crunch! That cannot flinch, but it could lower his defense. That's pretty good. Flare Blitz! On McFly? I mean, okay, you're not wrong. I would be a lot more scared of an Electivire than I would be scared of a Simi Sage in this situation. I would not mind keeping Simi Sage around on that side of the field. I wouldn't be hurting too badly about it. We'll throw out Aiden. Whatever water type he had last, I was pretty sure it was Simipour. It wouldn't be like it could even do anything to us anyway. I'll Scald Darmanitan. Good thing I did. Yeah, Energy Ball. Going for that. So that'll be a nice easy one. We'll be down to a 2v1 here in a sec. Darmanitan healed in its turn, so there's no attack coming out of it this turn. Sadly, I don't know if that means that Aiden's actually faster or not, but we'll find out next turn. It's no big deal. Oh no, and I cannot fish for a burn against you because you're a fire type. Go, Rock Slide. You had that all of this time and you just busted it out now when you were faster? Sure, you make some interesting decisions. Your last Pokemon is Simisear. Oh, my revenge. 2 against 1, you have no hope. I got 5 Pokemon left. You couldn't even survive as an attack from a Simisage. You should be ashamed to call yourself a Pokemon. Ah, you got me. You and your Pokemon are on fire. Lose? Me? I don't believe this. $32,000. Thank you. They step back in horror. Aw, that was cool. Okay, so I'm Sylan. I like grass type Pokemon, and this was my partner here. What a surprise. You are very strong. Would you team up with me against a time? There's so much I want to learn. You may talk to any of these guys to team up with them once daily so that you can see all of the possible scenarios. There's no difference across their teams depending on who teams up with who. They'll always have the same Pokemon. But it is nice that you can just freely rematch them like that, and it's a pretty fun way to level up every once in a while. Speaking of bringing Strutley along in this place, Dreamyard ahead. We heard about this place when walking around the city, so let's go see. going legendary. How could we have that? No! That, my friends, is the last time you ever need cut for anything. So you're good to unteach it. There it goes. If we go up this way, there is a moonstone. And there's some grass over here as well as a way down. I'm not concerned with that yet. Instead, oh, there it goes again. There she goes again. TM85 Dream Eater. That's a special psychic type move that can only damage foes that are asleep, but you regain health from using it. It's an interesting move, been around since the very beginning. I've always kind of liked it. Always had a lot of horror stories of Agatha using it against me at really awkward times, and times where Agatha used it when my Pokemon were awake, so it did nothing. Off you go again. Ultra Ball. Go back down and get that item ball. It's nice how the items kind of guide you along, showing you places that you haven't been to yet, and by going to those places, that's what makes it appear. It's a nice, clever way of enticing you to go there. A Munna! We can finally catch Munnas in the wild. I only have this because of the Dream Radar. It's one of those cases where even though it's a Unovan Pokemon, it's only in the post-game, and I can't stand it when they do that. I haven't really mentioned this though, but Forewarn's an interesting ability. It warns of super effective moves, but it also warns against moves above certain power, and also if the enemy is packing a one-hit KO move. So it's not just warning them of moves that you're weak to or whatever like that. It'll just warn of various things. Can I... Oh, where is this now? Where do I need to go? It's based on where you walk. There it is, right on the pier. You're looking at me, you're looking at me. Oh no, I wasn't prepared for this. Doing it. Latias, apparently, is a speedy tank that's actually good. It has strong special attack to make double use out of that speed while still being pretty defensive. Really? She's an all-arounder. I'm gonna largely focus on defense here as that's what makes Latias special. Get it? Dragon Psychic is a neat type that just resists a lot, then Levitate makes it even greater of an asset. Calm Mind is a compelling buff move for this rare breed of Pokemon. This is exactly the Pokemon you hope it is. Good at using support moves like Light Screen, has Psychic, Dragon Pulse, and a bunch of possible coverage moves like Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. Latias has a signature move, Mist Ball. Contrary to this sounding like some lame accuracy lowering move, it's actually a 70 power Psychic type special attack with a chance to lower the opponent's special attack on a coin flip. It's fine, but it's outclassed because other moves are just more universally helpful. I was trolling myself so hard by not warning myself about this. I do that occasionally. Not even a wiggle. Using Charm. Aw, okay. Well, now since you got Charm, I think that's 20 PP. That's a long time before I have to worry about you running out of PP. We'll swap into McFly, do our usual bit of weakening you little by little, paralyzing you while we're at it. Sounds pretty good. I think Latias was the first time I can remember. You have Heal Pulse. What is it with these Pokemon having such awful movesets? Latias is the first time I can remember freaking out and getting loud at a legendary Pokemon, which I suppose became a pretty big part of my life now that I say it like that. But yeah, I remember that I was hunting for it for days, and this was 2003 when Sapphire came out. I didn't know that you could have just, you know, hopped on the acro bike outside of that one building. No, I was going around the region playing the game every day, hoping to run into it at random. And then I remember after a week of hunting for it, one day before school, it happened, and just I go, Latias! And my mom freaked out at me not knowing what the hell that meant. She was like, must have been scared I was possessed or something. Latias is paralyzed, can't move. It's not even nighttime, so I can't even use the Dusk Ball against you. I'm scared to attack you again because if I crit you, you're gone, and I don't remember the last time I saved. Not even a wiggle. I'm gonna be stupid and waste a precious turn when I only get so many shots at catching you, otherwise I have to save and reset. 0. You're being a bitch. I'm just gonna come out and say, that's what you're being. You're not giving me an inch here. We'll try a timer ball. It's a little early to be trying it, but maybe it's got a boosted catch rate. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the way to go. We gotta use that in the near future. 0. At least it's staying paralyzed a lot, conserving its PP. 0. Just get in the ball. You're gonna be flattered I want to take you with me. I'm serious. I'm about to say a lot of really mean things about you when we get to the next Pokemon that we're fighting. 1. Psycho Shift. Ha! No, you. So that's an interesting move that I considered for Harmony, and then I found out it was an egg move. It's super interesting how you have a status and then you give it to the opponent. If you had, say, a Flame Orb on a Pokemon with Magic Guard, you could use that to have a useless status on yourself that doesn't hurt you in any way, shape, or form, and then have a 100% accurate burn that you can just give to any Pokemon you want. It's a super helpful strategy, and I wanted to try it out in a Let's Play, but I guess I just didn't look at Harmony's move pool close enough to know that it was an egg move. I just knew that it got it somehow because I'd seen it use it over the years. Nothing! Why, thank you, you're too kind. And I don't have a reliable way of re-paralyzing you. You know, I do have the Master Ball. And we're kind of getting low on legendary Pokemon to battle. This could be a good use for that if it's going to run at a PP and I just don't want to do everything all over again. I'll make an honest attempt to not use it, but if it comes to it, I might have to. Going for the timer ball. I got 11 of these left. It was pretty good odds last time. Let's see. 1. It's not paralyzed anymore, so it just isn't that good. 0 out of a timer ball now. Hold up. Let me chip you. If I crit, you're dead, but you've lowered my attack 6 times. No paralysis. I don't want to keep risking that. If I get 1 critical hit, you're gone. And I also want you to have a good buffer of health so that if you start using struggle, I know it's time. 1, 2, 3. This is fun. There's a lot more at stake here. This is what I've missed about fighting legendaries. I remember always having such a hard time before, and it's been a long time since I've had an epic battle. 1. The Latias movie is so good. It's one of the shorter Pokemon movies, so it's not even a big time commitment if you want to check it out, though, but I've always loved it. I love the atmosphere of the movie. The story was great. The anime depiction of Latios was a character that I really got behind. It was such a good movie. I loved it. It was always like one of my underrated ones. I got to see that movie in theaters. It was only in theaters at like special events, like special locations. It was one of those limited run things because Pokemon had kind of dropped a lot in popularity by that point, back in the 2000s. But my mom got me out of school and took me to go see that movie, and it was one of those memorable experiences. I was the only kid in the theater, and it was just, I got it all to myself, and it was such a nice reward she gave me for like doing well on a test or something like that. It was, I loved it. It was such a fun experience, and for a while, it was genuinely my favorite movie because I'd never had an experience like that watching a film in a theater before. It was wonderful. 1. Haven't used your moves a whole lot of times. Come on. I like how it had Psycho Shift that whole time and it held off on using it just to make me lull into a false sense of security thinking, oh yep, it's safely paralyzed. And then only after the fight was like 20 turns in that it's like, nope, I don't even have to do that. 1. Oh, well, there's our critical hit. It's okay, you can heal pulse him, right, Latias? You're a kind, benevolent soul. I'm not healing my Pokemon because every turn is precious. Every turn we are closer to you knocking yourself out. So sorry, McFly, you gotta take one for the team. Use next Pokemon. I could always beat the Pokemon League again to get another shot at you. It just doesn't sound like a very fun thing to do, you know? And it's gonna be a while before I fight them. Ultra Ball. I'm going to save my Master Ball for finding a shiny or something like that. If there was just a shiny, I was worried about getting it by 1. Nah. 0. 0. Oh, that was a Timer Ball. What happened to you? What happened to those 3 shakes you did earlier in the fight? 1. Just going downhill, and there's this. I have 1 left after this one, and that was a 0. Okay, it's been like 30 turns by now, I'm pretty sure. We've gotta be in the upper tiers of these things working, so I'm gonna use it while I still got the chance. 1. What? It's better than how we usually do. The question is, what is the best thing to throw now? Is it really just Ultra Ball? Looks like it is. I got 11 chances with this type, and then I'm down to... That gives me an idea. And it's just stupid enough to work better than anything else I have tried. Great Ball. It's even got blue and red on it like you do. No! It didn't come through for me this time. Every time, I get it in a Great Ball. Not even my superstitions can save me now. 0. You've shaken 0 times. How many times now? I am long overdue for a 2 or even 3 shaker. Nothing! You can't have too many Psychics left. I feel like you've used about 10 of them. They need to make a move that restores your opponent's PP. That would be a counter to moves like Trump Card and stuff. Or just make it easier to catch legendary Pokemon. Okay. 0! Psycho Shift. How much PP does that have? I need to look that up. Heal Pulse and Psycho. They both have 10 PP. It's gonna run out any turn now. I just know it. 7 Ultra Balls left. Come on, Lucky 7. Come on, Lucky 7. Come on, Lucky 7. Come on, Lucky 7. Come on, Lucky... Fuck you. I didn't check Charm. That one has 20 PP, and it's used it at least 6 times if we've had our... Or at least 8 times if we've seen the so-and-so's attack can't go any lower message twice across 2 different Pokemon. 1? Do you only have Charm left? No, I'm gonna stick with whatever the highest odds are. If I have to go to Great Balls, then I have to go to Great Balls, but I'm not gonna do it without a fight. 1! Psych, you still had other moves besides Charm. Okay, it's not as bad as it looks. 1! I can't count to 2! Still had a Psychic left in there. I did a lot. It's okay, Aiden, you can do it. 1, 2, 3! No! Thank you for healing me. You learned from Little Bushy, I see. Nothing. This is my last Ultra Ball. I have to go with weaker options after this. And it was a big fat egg-shaped 0. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, so Pokeball's gonna be 1 times, that's gonna be 1.5 times, that's 1 times, that's 1 times, that's 1 times, that's a nuke. 1 time, because it's after that turn, 1 time because it's day, 1 time, 1 time. The Great Ball is my best option. I'm gonna throw a Pokeball! Nothing. It's not like the better balls I was using were any better. All right, great ball, great ball, great ball, great ball. Not even great balls can save me now. Give it to me, please. 1. I said please. Let me start. Okay, please, 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 please. 1 for every check. Please. Please, Latias, don't do this to me. You stressed me out enough when I was a 13-year-old. You don't need to do this. Or no, 12-year-old, sorry. 1. Ah! I'm just trying to shove a giant bird into a, that's not even a bird at all, into a thing the size of a baseball. Is that so much to ask? Just gotta stretch a few muscles, break a few bones. Sounds pretty easy, right? It's using struggle. How much does that do? Oh God. Okay. So here's what all right, let me say all this out loud before I come to a decision. If I use the Master Ball, I get it. If I don't use the Master Ball, I have to go beat the Pokemon League to come back and try again. How much would I really have to redo if I failed this? I had everything I did in Striton City that I would lose on a reset if I chose to do it now. If I use the Master Ball, then that could mean bad things down the road potentially. If I find a shiny that I'm afraid of exploding or something like that, and I just don't want to chance a quick ball, then that would be a situation to use a Master Ball in. There's no roaming legendaries in this game. This is the closest that we ever get, and believe me, this is the type of roaming legendary I can get behind. Walking around one area 5 times until it just pops out and battles you. I don't think using the Master Ball is the right call. Period. I think that's just straight up a foolish move. I'd rather not make another video after the Pokemon League rematch because I kind of want that to be the finale of the whole thing. Also, its neck is so creepy because it detaches from its body. The animation on it's very slightly wrong, and I just keep looking at it. Watch, it'll do it right here. See? There. Yeah, it detaches its neck to lean forward. It's like it's got like a flap of fat on its neck or something. I've seen that before. Maybe it's a thing that can happen. I'm gonna try to catch you. I'm gonna use a ball type I haven't used before because clearly going with the odds has not been in my favor. And a Great Ball's only 1.5 times. It's not like it's a significant increase. I think the ball you would look nicest in is Premier Ball. Let's try it. And it's nothing. And moves left, struggle. We all knew Aiden was the God Slayer, but this wasn't how I envisioned it. I'm not too torn up over not having Latias on our side. I kind of wanted something else anyway. There's another psychic type I have in mind for something later on, and Latias is one of a few that I could have used. Latias flew off into the distant sky. I got an item for that. The Soul Dew! It gives you the Soul Dew, but not the Pokemon! So the Soul Dew is an interesting item. It's one of the rare items that's ever been banned in official VGC, and it was consistently banned for a long time. This increases the special attack and special defense of Latias and Latios by 50%. It's hands down one of the most powerful held items ever to exist, and in fact, it's so good that starting in Sun and Moon, they nerfed it. It now just is a 20% increase to their Dragon and Psychic type moves, similar to what the Lustrous Orb and Adamant Orb do for Palkia and Dialga. All right, well, I guess we're going home losers today. I'm just gonna mope, look down at my feet. Here, I'm gonna walk slowly. Here, I'll like walk slowly to kind of simulate the moping. Okay. Here, I'll stand in the shade. We're going home losers today. Next time on Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, there's a lot to see in the Dreamyard and a lot to do in the Dreamyard. We will go through the Dreamyard. See you guys then.